Welcome everybody to another episode of Real Life Matters. I'm telling you, we're having a good time here today. We have someone that's funny. He's an actor. He's all of the above. He's funny, has personality, I hope. But but I have here, with no other further ado, to introduce to you today, Erroll Gee, the Stuntman. Welcome.
Thank you so kindly.
All right, Erroll Gee. He's been a stuntman for, I'm not going to age him out or nothing like that, but he's going to tell you like where he's did some stunts and what movie he's been in, so he could let you know. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit what movies you've been in? And we're going to show a little clip at the end for everybody who wants to be a little bit nosy to know who he is.
First and foremost, I'm a martial artist, and I tend to love action movies. As you know, Bruce Lee, who's been a modern day, I would say, entrepreneur in the martial art industry, is one of my mentors. Muhammad Ali, Superman, you know, we grew up in that era where we sweet, calm, and collective. But when you mess with us, you know we coming to get you. We either gonna save the day, are we going to rescue you? That's why I took martial arts. I was 13 years old. And to be honest with you, once I started martial arts, I started to get myself, I started to get to know myself, because I couldn't get myself because I didn't know myself. And you can't know yourself if you can't get yourself. So I got with it, and I started martial arts that got me into I would say a physical state, a spiritual state, just the right state. So I don't want to push or shove. I just wanted to be at peace on this earth. So first of all, the stunt world came to me when I was around 15 or 16. And a very good associate of mine, who's my cousin, I think there's an old saying that the chip don't fall too far from the block. Roy T. Anderson, who's my cousin, was the first stuntman that showed me the ropes in the business. But martial arts, I'm always a physical, high-spirited individual. The first movie I did was rolling stairs for a movie called Jungle Ground. Here's the sweet spot about Jungle Ground. There's a European state where when you get stabbed in the neck, they make sure that you see the blood. So they massacre you. Good Lord. But the American way, they sort of, you see the approach, and then it went black, but the person ended up dead. I love the American way, but I had to experience the European way.
Well, first of all, can you tell everybody where you come from, Erroll, the G-Man?
Yeah, man. I have an accent. Sometimes people think I'm from America because I've started saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right on, brother. Cool, sister. Can you dig it? Uh-huh. What? Yeah, man. But I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. When I was born in the 60s, times back then, how me I gonna know when I was just a baby? But I heard those were the good times because there was a lot of hippies around. Bob Marley was just making his Bob Marley debut. And you all know who Bob Marley is, right? So it was good for a brother like me to be introduced into this life then, because I grew up with the Bob Marley music. And you know Bob Marley ain't Bob Barley. He's Bob Marley. Can you dig it? Right on.
Well, you know, we know that you are very, you know, he's an actor. He's a martial arts first. But you all, you know, before we go to the clip, you always you tell people that you are lucky to be alive or not crippled or something as the stuntman, because stuntman's not an easy job, people. And you could see here from Erroll. So he's always saying that's not an easy thing because it's not just you see these men just jumping around. It's a very strategical thing, which Erroll's will emphasize on that before we go to see a clip of him. So, you know, Erroll, can you tell people, because I guess you know people that are crippled that do this work, it's not an easy job, right?
Well, I'll be blunt with you. It's like a secret society, because when you get hurt in stunts, nobody knows but you and your stunt coordinator. So it's the same way they hire you. If you don't specialize in an area, nobody's going to hire you, because remember what you got to do. You got to fool the camera. And you cannot fool the camera. I'm talking about high definition, DVD, high definition, whatever the camera is showing you. You dig? You can't fool the camera, because you ever heard the old saying that a picture tells us 1,000 words? One picture, one pic. That's when the pixel, remember the term pic is pixel in front of the camera. So I was looking at that camera and I was like, how the hell I'm going to fool you? I got to be better than I am as a human being.
Right.
So what I've done, there's a old word that I like. This old word is called metamorphosis. So it's like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. So how I'm going to fool the camera? I had to learn how to fly. Hello. Right on. So that's the stage of my acronym. That's what martial arts did for me. It made me so versatile. I learned how to fly and I learned how to land on this land. Amen.
But what I want to know, Erroll Gee, you know, what made you want to go into this line of work? Like, you know, because that's not something, okay, you wake up and say, oh, you know what, I want to be a stuntman or a stunt woman.
You know, that's a good question. And thank you so kindly, Miss Boss. That question is highly motivated. And I'll tell you why I became a stuntman. It's not like I dreamt to be Spider-Man, because Spider-Man didn't know he was Spider-Man. You think Superman knew he was Superman when he was here on Earth? He didn't know jack. But eventually his true destiny came to him. You see how secret God is? God's a mystery, baby. And I love mystery. Now, let me tell you something. As a martial artist, I love martial arts, man. It sort of just gave me a reason to be on this planet. You know, first you become a black belt and a brown belt. And oh, no, that's backwards. Sorry. You become a brown belt, a red belt, then a black belt. And you have to know your belts, and there's different forms. But the forms sort of ingrain you, which is a discipline, because Taekwondo, it's like different stages, okay, from A to Z. So you have to learn, and you learn how to develop the inner spirit, because without the inner spirit, the outer spirit cannot function. The outer spirit will always be out here, you know, because this world sometimes give you the wrong messages. Hello, you know, so the inner spirit sort of have you as a detector. You know, it's like your guardian angel. If anyone out here have ever seen their guardian angel, say hello to my little friend, eh?
Well, you know what? This Erroll Gee, the stuntman, is the person that is behind the scenes, people. This is Real Life Matters. Sometimes you don't see these people come up in the front line and their interview. It's always the big stars and everybody else, but they're also big stars because they got to take a lot of the blows that the big stars don't take. And those are the things that happen. But you know what? We're going to just you're going to watch this clip, and we're going to come back and we're going to ask Erroll Gee how he did some of these moves, because in case people don't know him, maybe it'll jog their memory. This is what we're here for. So go ahead.
Yeah. Can't forget. Top Magic 1. Woo! Nationally known and locally respected. Boy, I know you done heard about me. I'm a PIMP.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a blunt up out of me. I drive a Cadillac, wear a perm cause I'm a chick.
Shot Bunny,
And I'm a motherfucker. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get a crumb up out of me. I drive a Cadillac, wear a perm and I'm a chick. And I'm a motherfucking PIMP. Yo, that shit is crazy, who kid? Rewind that, play that back.
Now, just like Bruce Lee would say, it's like water in a glass. The glass becomes the water. The water becomes the glass. So excuse me, the metaphor is what goes in, it is what it is, because everything at the end of the day is form. So my form is, I adapted to my environment like Cool Runnings. I wasn't a bobsledder when I started the movie Cool Runnings, but to become a bobsledder, you have to learn the ropes, and then you learn to become just like your character, so you adapt. The term visualization means it's another way of using the gifts that God gave you. We all have hidden talents, but not all of us tap into our talents using visualization. It's stuff that you learn because you're as a martial artist or whatever sort of exercise you do. It's a discipline, but it's there. It's called insight and outsight, which is right and makes you very bright, like my teeth.
But Erroll, in Cool Runnings, you know, bobsledding, you know, that must have been, you know, something for you to learn how to do that type of sport and to do the preparation also for that. You know, can you tell us a little bit about that preparation for the bobsled? Because probably a lot of people don't know that. And plus you're probably seeing, you know, black people on a bobsled. It probably took a lot, you know, just to get to know how to do that. And you told us a little bit earlier off air that there had to be, it's a lot of running and sinking and all that. So just if you can emphasize on that, because a lot of people don't realize probably what the bobsledding entails.
Well, again, another intelligent question, and a question like that really have raised my self-esteem. And what I mean by self-esteem, I'm using my visualization now to go back into the entity where I was when I was doing the movie. First of all, to ride a bobsled is very scary. And I'll tell you why. You don't know if the driver is having a good day. And if the driver, who was an Olympic driver, because bobsledding is an Olympic game. It's in the Olympics. Now, and I'll be very frank. You know, Frank is Italian, you know what I'm saying? Calabrese. But anyhow, and Sicilian too. But anyway, let's leave that alone. What I'm saying is, to be very frank, it's straightforward, okay? The bobsled wasn't a game. No, it's a team effort. And there was always the driver, then the brake man. So there's 4 of us in the bobsled. Now you have 2 bobsled, like 2 men in the bobsled, and you have 4 men. But the brakeman and the driver have to communicate. They have to communicate from the start to the finish. Okay, it's like you're driving a car. When you're driving a car, there's 2 ways you can look at it. You have 2 spirits driving a car, one to brake and one to drive. Okay, don't get it twisted. It's the same thing with when a driver is pulling the brake and when you're driving. Because when you're driving and the speed that you're going, sometimes you have to fishtail. And I'll tell you why you have to fishtail, because sometimes you're going so fast, you're not going to make the next turn if you don't fishtail, but you're communicating with your guys so quick. It is so quick. But you know the weirdest thing is, we always practice with a rickety. They use the term rickety bobsled, where there's a drawing of the circuit. Excuse me, I just had a moment. It's called a seniors moment, so be cool. Yes, so the bobsledding, the rickety sled is where we're riding in I would use the term a homemade sled before we go into the fancy fiberglass sled. We have a wooden sled that we practice in. The approach, we have to do some exercises to get in and get out. You have to be flexible. You have to be aware, and you have to be quick.
And you have to run.
Oh my God.
You better know how to run on ice.
Yes. Well, you know, Usain Bolt is like lightning, but he's Jamaican, right? So running, Jamaicans don't have a problem with running. We're all afraid of guns. Because when we hear a firecracker, like a Chinese firecracker, we gone, leave y'all.
Well, we want to just show a little clip of this. Clip of this cool runnings to people so they can see that you was in the movie with some big actors there. And it's just gonna be a slight thing. So you can just watch it.
Thank you.
Yes. Can you tell us
about
of that part? See, everybody's
yes, it's like the Jamaicans, they're cheering for their team, but you see what happened? You see, we can be on top of the world 1 minute and the next minute we're suffering some sort of suffocation. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when your wife choke you with the pillow because she got a new boyfriend.
Well, we don't know about all.
Yeah, I'm just joking, man. You gotta have a sense of humor in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dracula 2000 was a bad month. That's 12 feet, man. 12 feet. Romeo Must Die. I was nominated for this in Hollywood.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? As one of the best theatrical fighter of the year. That's a gift. That's like winning the Oscar. So I thank God for everything. If you're jealous, go talk to God. Like, what do you want? You know what I'm saying? Word.
and you fought with your Seagal there,
yeah, Steven Seagal became my friend. There's something you need to learn about Steven Seagal, right?
Yes, go ahead.
He became a priest. And Steven Seagal is also a musician and he sings reggae music.
What?
And one of his best friends, you could Google him. Well, if you think I'm driving, Google don't lie. Anyhow, Steven Seagal and a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Cliff, right? The harder they come, the harder they fall. They're best friends.
Wow.
Wouldn't you know that a Hollywood stuntman goes to Jamaica and obviously enjoy, the earthlings. Can you dig it? That's between me and Steven.
And then your good friend of you too here is Robert Townsend. Love songs.
Yes. Robert Townsend. Oh, yeah. Robert is like one of my mentors. If I'm better looking than Robert, he knows it. I don't have to go up there and pronounce it. To be honest, in my head, I'm better looking than the whole world. That's because I look at the world in such a dreamy way. We're all streaming for screaming. And I'm coming back with something for you to scream about, eh?
Yeah, so it's watching. And Erroll Gee, can you tell people something that people don't know about you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what you don't know about me. What you don't know about me, I don't need to tell you because it's a secret. That's what you don't know about me. How you like me
that's
now?
That's not fair. That's not fair. Well, something that people don't know that you want to share with people, because yes, they're seeing Erroll, the stunt. Oh, there's somebody a little bit here that was running across here naked.
Well, no, that's it's not real. That's ladies, man. It's not really naked. It's just on bottom. When you look at a bottom, it's not naked. You're looking at a bottom. Everybody has a bottom, right?
Okay.
Like Drake would say, right? From the bottom to the top. Now we're here. Huh? What's up?
So you're still doing some stuff, or are you doing other stuff now?
Right now, my scope and my vision at my age. Would you want the number?
No.
If I tell you the number right now, then you might not believe it. But anyway, so just chill. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm in the entrepreneur business. I'm in the gold mining business. I'm in the streaming business and the dreaming business. Because I'm still trying to chill and enjoy my life. And I love my life. I love my life. And I love my life. And what I'm trying to tell you is to love your life so you can love you, because what goes around comes around.
All right. So people want to see you. Well, you know, they can always go to the YouTube and go to Erroll Gee Stuntman. And if you know, if anybody wants to contact you, you have any like your social media or?
Well, if you want to contact me, you can go to hell and come back, which is a joke.
Yes.
Okay. What I'm saying is, it's very simple. I'm in the mainstream. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. My mama loves me. You might be jealous, but that's between me and my mama. Because if you mess with my mama, you know you have a drama. Have you seen that scene? I'll catch you later.
Well, you know, Erroll Gee, it was just wonderful talking to you. And it was just something, you know, like, you know, just getting to know and seeing those little scenes. I'm going to go back and watch it after I come off air here talking to you. So, you know, I do want you to come back. You know, maybe you can come back in a month or so, or will you willing to come back?
I would be more than happy to accommodate you, Miss DBoss. You are one of the best interviewers. You remind me of Oprah.
Oh, my God.
You are so sweet, so wonderful. And I think the world needs more of you. But right now, we're going to start from here, because from the bottom to the top, now we're here.
Can you dig it?
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Erroll, the G-Man, the stunt man. You know, and I do want to thank the viewers today for watching Real Life Matters. And you can see that we have a very wide range of guests. Follow me on IG, DBoss_1. Go to my Facebook page, DBoss, Sweet the Boss. You can see me. But anyways, I do want to thank you again, everybody, for tuning in today to Real Life Matters. So bye for now.